What's up, guys? Welcome back to the back nine out here at Angry Beaver. I'm +2 right now, which is okay. I'd rather not be there, but I am. I am working on throwing like Gannon Buhr. Not necessarily throwing like him, but going through the motions that he does when it comes to approaching a shot and taking his time and making sure everything feels good. I noticed him do that with his putt and all that kind of stuff. A lot of other pros do it too. I just really noticed it at the Las Vegas Challenge Championship, whatever the heck it is. It was just really cool to watch. So that's what I'm gonna be working on today, is really like going through practice swings, practice shots. I never do that, and just seeing if it makes me any better. So let's get into it. All right, so hole 10 here. Going to throw my bounty. I know where my aim point is, and I'm gonna trust the flip of the disc to do what I want it to. Still planting with my foot open, of course. Flip, 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 flip. Yes. Maybe 15 short, that's a sick shot. All right, so huge putt right here. Same sort of thing I was talking about with just watching Gannon, like making sure that I'm taking my time, feeling out my stroke, making sure everything feels right. Get up, gosh. That was a good putt. Yeah, okay, so I just didn't get full extension on that one. All right, that'll be a par. All right, so there's a little bit of a headwind up here that I have felt on and off. So I just need to keep that in mind here. Gonna throw this trespass again down this left gap, flat, and expected to get a turn out of it. Well, now it feels like there's a tailwind, so I might give it either a little more power or a little bit more anhyzer. Really get it to flip down there. Flip. All right, so there is a shot from there. It puts me a little bit deeper, but there is a shot from there. I needed to give it maybe a little bit of ante. All right, so I'm actually gonna throw the Grace on a sidearm here through this gap, because I know it'll stand up just a little bit and push straight for me. So I'm not gonna power it up too much. Just gonna try and throw it as straight as I possibly can right here. Get outside of that. Oh, that was so close to being parked, guys. All right, really close to being a birdie there. Still on the soft justice here. Getting that in putting range as it rolls 1.5 miles, and we'll leave with a par. All right, so super important putt here, really short, honestly. This should be a 100% make. Yeah. Open up the palm, give it a full extension. That's what we want.
So my microphone battery died here. So this hole, we're throwing our Sampo stand-up. As you guys know, if y'all have ever watched me play this hole, helps me get through the gap and get up there and give myself a chance, give myself a look for the birdie. I'm probably about 35 here, which a couple months ago I was feeling super confident with, but as of lately, I don't know, something with my release has been strange, and I think that it might be the cold weather. It's just now starting to warm up, so I'm excited to like start feeling my putt a little bit better, if that makes sense, because when my knuckles are tight and all that kind of stuff, putting's pretty difficult. But those were two pretty good bids there. Ended up with a par right there. Now this hole right here is I think it's like 320 or so, something like that. We've got our bounty with our lure stamp on it. Since we are throwing uphill just a little bit, I don't expect it to flip over, especially if I throw it on a little hyzer. I missed my line by just a little bit, and we end up going through the trees over on the left. But there actually is a sneaky backdoor gap there. But I threw another shot right after that, and y'all can see it completely based. It's sitting right next to the basket. So that's always good. So this is about a 25 footer or so. We can it. Really good follow through right there. Really good putt. And hey, twice or it doesn't count. And we made it twice there. So happy with that one. That's going to be a birdie, which we needed. We needed that birdie there. So this hole, I've been doing this kind of force over line with my Rive lately, and I did it here as well. It makes me really commit to shots. That is a very tight gap. It actually looks a little bit big right there, but we made it down there, hit a tree, didn't push forward as far as I wanted to, so we're going to grab the bounty here, and this is such a sick shot, y'all. I've been getting real good with this touchy bounty line. I can release it almost flat, and it pans over, as you can see, all the way down to the basket, and look at this, y'all. We are, yeah, we're about 15 away, maybe 20 right there. Really, really good shot. I hit the line that I wanted to. It ended up being as understable as I wanted, pushed all the way over here by this tree, and we're able to make that putt not only once, but twice. So there's that other birdie for us. That's exactly what we were looking for. Feeling really, really good. This one, we're going to throw the stag. And now that I think about it, that last hole, how I threw the Rive, I did it again here. So right after this shot, you'll see I throw the stag. I get super lucky through this gap. I missed the line by about 2 feet. But right after this, y'all, I threw my Rive. I forced it straight, and it went all the way down past all these trees. So that's going to be something that I might try in the future. As I said in the last video, I've just put this EMAC Truth back in my bag, and man, am I happy that I did, because I am dialed with this thing. We throw it right there, gets a real nice angle, and lands on the first island. If y'all know this hole, there's kind of like 2 islands. Landed on the first island to give myself a putt. If I had scooted forward about 15 more feet, we would have been right next to OB, which would have been a better putt, but it's kind of scary getting that close. But we're going to give this one a bid from about probably 45, something like that. Get it up, felt good, but just off. That's just a little out of my range right there. End up tapping that one in for the par. Now this hole is tough for me. I've always talked about this one. I wanted to try a different shot here. Took a regular stag, and I was able to throw it up, but it's going so sharp uphill that like it's kind of hard for me to match that angle. I honestly need to just go out and practice it. But we made it down the fairway. Got ourselves about a 35 footer here. And a tree in the way, as you guys can see. So I need to give it a little bit of ante out of the release. That one right there was really, really close. I redirected though and figured out the correction and sank it. Such a sick putt. You guys could see it kind of angled around that tree. Very, very careful not to hit it right there. So we know we can get that birdie. Just obviously didn't get it on the first go around there. So right here, we're going to be throwing one of our Rives around this corner, just trying to get down to the bottom. After this, I threw a diamond on a backhand anhyzer, and it carried almost all the way to the basket. So that might be my play, even though it is a tight gap. I think that might be my play. I'm going to continue practicing it a little bit over the next couple months as we prepare for the tournament. But here, we've got another outside the circle look. Feeling like I'm feeling good with my putt. It's just a little bit off. So right there, even we hit the cage. I'm just disappointed because I'm like, man, I'm so close. I'm so close. And then right here, we end up just as close again. So we're going to take our trespass here on this long hole, and I want to get it up. So I didn't throw that up enough. Next time I go out and play, I'm going to throw it up even higher because you actually have enough room on this fairway to make it move. We end up hitting a tree, sitting down right there on the corner. Take my Rive, and I've been forcing this one over too much, y'all. So I need to kind of figure out my angle control on this thing because I love the disc. I love sidearming it. I can throw it really, really far, but I keep turning it over. So based off where my camera was, I turned it over too much. I didn't think I was going to do that, so I blocked the shot entirely. But right after this, I actually grabbed the Grace, which you guys saw me on a hole earlier throw. And this thing, look at this, like I throw it flat, it has a real nice pan. And then right after this, I actually threw the trespass that I threw off the tee, and I pretty much parked it. I was about 15 feet away. I know that's not technically parked, but I was right up there by that tree that I'm throwing past right now. So we are currently even, and this would be a putt to go under par with some missed putts and some other mistakes and whatnot. But again, I'm going to be playing this course a whole lot this month. Really going to be trying to work on some things, work on my game, try and play smart, and I'm excited for it. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate y'all watching. I will see y'all in the next video.